Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Daisy, and for today's video it's so different because this channel is all about beauty and just glamming ourselves up. But today I decided to finally sit down here and answer the most asked question on my Instagram and Facebook, and that's how to get a US visa. As you can see, this is so different from my normal background. I am actually filming it in my living and kitchen area because I don't know, it's not about beauty today. I'm not doing a butt. I'm not doing that. I kind of like doing this, like talk through kind of thing, because I don't know. I just like to sit down here and just be chill and talk to you guys. If you are from the Philippines, you are required to get a US visa if you wanted to visit the US, whatever that purpose may be, business or pleasure, it doesn't matter. You need a visa to get to the US. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is this website. Go to and set up your appointment online. You do guys have to pay $160 application fee. That's standard for a business or pleasure visa. Paid online through Bank of the Philippine Islands. So how do you get approved for this visa? I know it costs too much money to apply for a US visa, but if you really just wanted to see the US, it's kind of worth it. You know, it's the land of opportunity, and there's a lot of things to see here as well. So $160 to pay is really worth it. The most asked questions: how do you get approved? For me, based on my experience in 2011, I got approved because I have a strong connection to the Philippines. When I say strong connection, it means I have a reason to come back to the Philippines. And my reason to come back to the Philippines is my son, my job, and my family. I have a 4-year-old son. Is he 4? I think it was 3 when I got approved. I'm not sure. I do have a son. I have a job, a stable job. I've been with my company for 5 years, and my family, they're all in the Philippines. I don't have anyone in the US at all. So when I told them that, I think that gave me a little bit of higher percent. My percentage rate of getting approved climbed up a little bit. But if you don't have that strong connection to the Philippines, like you don't have any child, that's okay as well. But it will give you a little bit more of an edge if you had traveled outside of the country before. Let's say you went to Malaysia, you went to Thailand, anywhere that's outside the country will help you build that resume up. You know what I mean? It's because the consulate might look at you as, oh, she just loves to travel and whatnot. So I would highly suggest that you guys go out of the country once in a while. Have that stamp on your passport. And I was actually invited by a business in the US. Chances of you getting approved by the consulate if you are invited by a business or organization in the US is, let's just say 70%, you know, because they know that you have to come back. Because if you do get invited by a business from the US or organization, you will sign a bond saying you are required to come back, and this is what you need to pay and whatnot if you do not come back. Okay, and like I said, I was invited, so it is actually a requirement to have an invitation from a business or a person when you apply for a US visa. I highly recommend to get a business to invite you to the US, because that will give you a little bit more of an edge of getting approved than a person. Especially if the person that's inviting you is your boyfriend or your family member, you might just get denied right then and there because you don't have the reason to come back anymore. I mean, it's your boyfriend and you haven't seen that person in forever, so would you come back home and it's your mom that invited you. You haven't seen her in forever. Would you come back home once you get to the US? I'm pretty sure you will not. That's an automatic denial if you do have those important people in your life to invite you as opposed to a business. It's actually better to get an immigrant visa if your mom, your parents, or your boyfriend is inviting you. You will likely get approved than a non-immigrant visa. Another thing is, please do not do not buy your plane ticket or your hotel when you go to your interview. You will get denied if you have your hotel and plane ticket on hand. You know why? Because the consulate will think that you guys are deciding for them. The consulate will think that you're deciding for them, and if there's anything I notice about immigration, they do not like to admit fault. They do not like to admit mistakes. So please do not buy your plane ticket or your hotel when you set up your interview. All of that will come after once you get your visa. And please make sure that you have an up-to-date passport. It's very important because your visa will be attached to your passport. They will take your passport if you get approved. They will tell you on the day of your application or on the day of your interview if you got approved or if you got denied. They will not tell you the reason why you got denied. They will not tell you the reason why you got approved. They'll just say denied, approved. Another thing is, it's actually better to learn how to speak the language other than using an interpreter. I mean, you are, after all, going to a country where English is the most common used language. So it's better to be able to speak and write the language. So that's one of my advice. Do not bring any mobile devices to your interview. Don't bring your phones, don't bring your memory cards, don't bring anything at all. Don't even bring your house keys with you. And on the day of your interview, I want you guys to just focus on answering the question with honesty and integrity. Don't forget to bring your passport. It needs to be up to date. Don't forget to bring a 2x2 photos because they need to scan that and attach it to your visa. And it needs to be a passport size, and you guys need to look decent on that photo as well. And of course, on the day of your interview, I want you guys to dress to impress. I want you guys to learn how to speak the language as well. They ask very basic questions. The interview could last from 1 minute to 5 minutes, but sometimes based on the way you answer the question, they could tell it could last in like 20 seconds and you'll get denied or you'll get approved. It really depends on the documents that you guys presented to the US consulate. Alright, so that completes this video. If you guys have any other questions, you think of something else to ask, go ahead and just shoot me a message on my Instagram and Facebook, and I would definitely answer all of your questions to the best of my knowledge. And if you guys wanted to know how to write a letter of invitation, go ahead and send me an email as well. I'll be happy to show you guys what kind of letter of invitation I had from my previous company. But anyway, like I said, if you do have any questions, follow me on my Instagram and Facebook, and you can send me a message through those social media accounts. And let me know if you like this video by sharing it and subscribing to my channel. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!